Although Halloween is still a few weeks off, many people already bought candy for their neighborhood trick-or-treat. While keeping your own hands out of the candy dish might be a tough task, what about your pets? Are you aware of just how dangerous that can be to them? In today's Find a Friend segment, sponsored by Rascal Animal Hospital, we are talking Halloween safety with Dr. Michelle Gonzalez. So thanks for being with us, Dr. G.
Thanks, Rowan.
Okay, who do we have with us? She is such a cutie.
She is such a cutie. She's so full of energy.
So playful.
Yeah, so her name is Chise, and she is a 5-year-old Boston Terrier. She's already been spayed and it's ready for adoption. She has a little bit of a sad story. She was shot on the leg. There's an investigation pending, so we cannot discuss anything about that. But our friends at Ohio State did surgery to do an amputation of her leg 2 weeks ago. So she is all healed up and ready to go to a new home. And obviously she just jumped up here by herself. But so it doesn't seem to slow her down any.
She has no idea that she's missing. I mean, the way she acts, she is so playful. All she wants is to be loved and have attention.
Yeah, they adjust to different things so much better than we could ever, do. I mean, this was 2 weeks ago, and she's running around and just wanting to be loved and petted. So they adjust to things very quickly.
All right, where can somebody go to adopt her?
Dash Animal Rescue, and they have their website as well as their Facebook page, and people can get information about how to adopt her and fill the application. And if she's not quite the pet for them, they have a lot of other dogs that are waiting for a good home.
Yeah, they're very active on Facebook, so there's lots of pictures and all the animals they have, so that's great. Okay, let's talk Halloween. Someone like Chise at a house, right? There's going to be some issues, starting with the candy. So what can happen if the dog gets into the, the chocolate bowl?
So the biggest concerns, there's two concerns with candy. The first one is the candy itself, so especially like the chocolate. We're aware of the fact that chocolate can be toxic to dogs, and the darker the chocolate, the worse it is. So the milk chocolate is not as toxic, but it's still potentially a problem. So we want to make sure to keep them away from that, and candy by itself can potentially be toxic. It can result in things like pancreatitis. The other thing that we don't think about too much is the foils, the wrappers, because they can actually become obstructed from eating the candy just because of the containers from it.
And that's something like your kids, are going through that like wildfire, leaving wrappers everywhere that you don't realize.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do we know if they ate something they shouldn't?
So the biggest thing is that with especially like things like chocolate, they sometimes start panting a lot. They get sick. They'll start throwing up. So the time happens after a little bit of time. So obviously, if you see that your pet got into the bowl of candy or chocolate, take him immediately to your veterinary clinic, or if the clinic is closed, it's after hours emergency clinic, because they can be made to throw up, and a lot of the times that can save a life. It can make them get rid of all of that junk that they have ingested.
What if we're one of those people who like to dress up our pet, take them along, right, during the trick-or-treat? What should we kind of be aware of as we're doing that?
The biggest thing is knowing your pet. Not every pet can handle all the kids, all the craziness, and all the costumes. If you think about it, they're not used to seeing, like all these monsters walking around. So you got to be really careful about how well they're going to tolerate that they do not get scared. There's a lot of little kids. They're going to see the dog. They're going to want to run and pet it, and bites can happen. Another concern is with people coming in with their costumes and trick-or-treating at the house. They can scare the dog, and they can run away.
Right, and that's the thing. You're swinging the door open and closed, right? So do you want to put your pet maybe in a room that's closed while trick-or-treating's happening? Yeah,
definitely. You want to have them, if they're normally crated, put them in their crate for the couple of hours that the trick-or-treating is going on. If not, put them in a bathroom, in a bedroom, somewhere that they can feel comfortable, somewhere that they're not necessarily also going to be hearing a bell. If your dog doesn't like the bell, is very reactive, plan on having like a chair outside of the house so that the trick-or-treaters can just get their candy without having to be knocking on the door and ringing the bell to decrease their anxiety level.
It's something else that I find sad. We talk about this every year too, is that people can abuse animals on that evening. So should you just kind of the whole see something, say something going on?
Absolutely, definitely. And biggest problem we see is with cats, and especially with black cats and orange cats. So definitely, if you have a cat, please keep them inside, and not just on Halloween day, a few days before, because there are very cruel people out there, and it is very sad the things that they can do to these guys. So making sure that they're protected.
They're protected. All right, you always make sure animals are protected with your vaccine clinics. You got one coming up Friday.
Yes, we have one on Friday at Mutts & Company at their Summit location, and it's from 3 to 7. It's on a walk-in basis, first come, first serve. Anybody that is checked in by 7 will be seen. So they get busy, so people should expect to have a little bit of a wait, but they are reduced pricing, and all the pricing for it is on our website on rascalunit.com.
Okay, and if you want to adopt Chise, that's Dash Animal Rescue. Again, the website's all up on the screen. So thanks, Dr. G.
Thanks a lot.